But some people could be too immature to be a moderator. I'm live now. And I could actually see the piano too. That's kind of crazy. Hold on, I'm live. Put this away. Plug this 61 key. What's happening, you guys? I'm back, just waiting for a few people to get on this live. I might edit out the beginning of it. What's up, you guys? Man, listen. I got this random, you guys, I got this random inbox. I don't know if it's last night or this morning. I just know I looked in my inbox this morning and I had this random message. And it's weird because it's on the subject of, you know, the quiet storm, gentlemen. And it was just a random message somebody sent me. And I don't even know if I'm going to read everything that was said to me because it's, I don't know, you guys. You know, my discernment, let me say this to you guys. My discernment is super on point. Initially, I didn't realize how tied in the Quiet Storm guy was with the Bozo TV, right? I had no idea. But the conversation that the Quiet Storm had with me on the phone, hold on a second. Can you check out there and see? I think Meech is here. Let me check. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. Hey, family, you here? Okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay, open that garage, please. Meech is here. Let him know I'm on my live too. So you guys listen. Sorry, I'm doing something crazy right now. This thing fell on the ground. But listen, so I get this message in my inbox on I get this message and it was rather let me read to you how the message went. It went, aloha. You are right not to trust Quiet Storm. Now, mind you, people come in my inbox because they understand I'm a solid person, so they share information with me. Say, hola, you are right not to trust Quiet Storm. And I'm going to stop there. And then it says, I'm not going to read that part. And it says, everything he's saying is a lie. He's a pathological, lying blank. And I'm not going to read what this person said because this is allegedly. But this is somebody that's really close to him. Now, I don't have an issue with Quiet Storm, so let's make that clear from the start. I'm just trying to make sense of why there was a big attack on me. He never attacked me. I don't think he's ever said anything negative. I've never heard him say anything negative about me, you guys. But when he teamed up with Bozo TV, it bothered me because the phone call he gave me, I stressed to him how I wasn't dealing with Bozo TV, right? I said straight up that I'm not messing with Bozo TV. And he said, oh, I understand. And he had a few things to say about that. That's conversations between him and I. And I was like, yeah, I'm not messing with Bozo TV. So I'm cool on dude, right? And he kind of was like, yeah, I feel you, blah, blah, blah. But then when I hear him on Auntie Mickey's channel, when he's saying that's my boy, you know, we ride together. I'm not taking Stone's side. I'm not taking his side. But in reality, it's really not about taking sides, but in reality, I get what you're saying. You rock with him, and I feel you. That's cool with me if you rock with him, right? Mind you, everybody's online doing all the BS they're doing, right? But when I got this message from this young lady, it blew my mind. Let me read the rest of this message. Certain stuff I'm not going to say, right? But it says, Quiet Storm is my blank. He's lying about a whole lot of information he's giving you to make himself seem credible. I've been watching a show long before he got involved with you. I guess watching shows. This person was saying they've been watching shows. And I'd hate to see you. This person said to me, she said, I'd hate to see you go down for his lies. That's what this person said to me. He does not have a son that is a prosecutor, and he was just released from prison not more than a year ago. Hey, I'm just reading what was sent to me. I'm not making this up. I'm only reading what was sent to me, right? This is what this person said to me for me to be careful with Quiet Storm. So that person was saying I was right to back up off of Quiet Storm. Another thing this person said is, if you want more information, I am willing to talk, because a whole lot of people are going to end up getting sued and losing their credibility just dealing with him. She sent me this judiciary thing from the state of Hawaii. And she told me to look up this particular person and look up this judiciary state of Hawaii site or something like it. She gave me the information. I don't know what to say. What I will say is this: discernment is powerful, you guys. Trust your discernment. I didn't have a problem with him. Once again, he's never said nothing negative about me. I'm only sharing with you what this young lady came in my inbox on Instagram and shared with me. Okay. This is somebody that says that they're close to him, allegedly, that they very, very close, right? I don't know if this is true or not. I'm only sharing with you the information as to why I stepped back off a Quiet Storm, and then I get this message saying I did the right thing and that he's going to take everybody down with him being connected to him because of the information she shared. Now, I'm not going to share this information because if somebody says something negative about me, that's the magnitude of what she wrote me in here, I'm going to be honest with you. If it's not true, I would be mad as hell if somebody was to speak on it. Now, if people want to go look that information up, I can give it to you, but I'm not going to speak on a man if the information is not real. I would hate for somebody to lie on me and then people believe it and it's not true. But this person says that they are relations to this gentleman. Said he just got out of prison a year ago. That's none of my business. The only reason it has become my business is because that person came into my inbox because they've been watching me talk, saying that I didn't trust his moves because he's dealing with Bozo TV, right? So, I mean, it's like this plot thickens. This was about Angie and us getting justice, and other people start sticking their nose into Stone Paxton's business. And now you open up this Pandora's box of other things that probably people didn't want to be revealed, but because they went so hard on me, and in he alliance with Bozo TV, he made himself a focus for people to come after him when probably he should have just stayed out of the mix of anything, because the stuff this young lady shared with me is crazy. And I don't want to mention it once again, because it's something that you don't mention, especially on a black man. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll say this. I'll give you the site and you guys can go look this up. You know, that way it's not me saying something. Oh, she just messaged me again. She said, I just woke up. She said, I asked her, do you mind me talking about certain parts of this on my live? She said, yeah, I don't mind. She said, I don't mind you disclosing information. I just personally don't want to appear online. As you can see how shameful this is that what I'm sharing with you. And she gave me her cell phone number. She sent me the link to the court records here in Hawaii. She said his real full name. She said, so you can see the proof for yourself. This is what she said to me. Okay. She gave me the site. It's called stateofhawaii.us. She said his real name is Tony Burrows. I'm only showing you, I'm reading this in real time. She gave me his real name, Tony Burrows. I wish that he had not alliance with this paperwork Bozo TV dude, because like the young lady says, this can bring everybody down. She's sharing deep information, only she would know. The site is called stateofhawaii.us judiciary, state of Hawaii. So it's state.hi.us. And she says his name is Tony Burrows. She said, look him up. I'm only telling you what the young lady wrote me right here. This is no joke. It's crazy, y'all. Listen, I like the guy off the record. Okay. I personally think he's a great guy. He chopped it up with me on the phone. He wasn't negative. What I didn't like about him was how he was playing with a double-edged sword. He talked to me like he was cool. He was asking me about recordings and about, I was talking about my brother, and he was like, oh, you could take certain people off and just, send me the recording. I won't share it with nobody. And I said, nah, I can't do all that. I'm not going to do that. Nah, I'm cool. But we had a great conversation. I stressed to him about Bozo TV, how I don't get down with him. So to me, he seemed like a solid dude. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like, to me, he ain't never spoke bad about me, so I don't have a bad thing to say about him. I do think that we have to be careful when we start to bash people or be a part of that circle, because of being a part of that circle, when you bash a person, you kind of open up yourself for other things to come in and the people to come after you for any imperfections that you have led in your life. You going after people, you trying to find out an investigation. You rocking with a dude that saying Stone was lying about. Why do I need to lie about Angie Stone? But he was rocking with Bozo TV. He was rocking with Bozo TV because Bozo TV said that, oh, well, Stone's lying, and Stone took the Angie's royalties and Angie's publishing, him and his brother. So when you rock with people, you're guilty by association. That's what my mother used to tell me. I'm going off of what the OGs used to tell me. You're guilty by association, right? So if you're sitting here going, yeah, information, we're gonna research this person and I've this, especially if you're lying saying your son is, hold on, let me read what she said. She said, he does not have a son that is a prosecutor. So now if you're online telling people you have a son that's a prosecutor, God, man, people, please understand that when we lie, it's too easy for people to research those lies. If I say I got a son that's a prosecutor, do you know how easy it is for a person to go research that? Come on, man. Like, why are we doing the internet cap? Why are we on the internet lying for views? If you don't have a son that's a prosecutor, please don't say that. If you're not, it's like the casting the stone. You better be the perfect person when you start casting a stone on another person. Or if you're involved with a person that's doing that. I would never allow nobody in my circle to talk about, nobody outside of my circle to talk about people that's in my circle. Even people in my circle, we're going to sit down and we're going to hash out what problems we have. But this is how I knew he was alliance with the guy. He was trying to figure out how to be cool with me and still keep his friendship with paperwork, Bozo TV. So when I saw him say that Bozo TV is in the music industry, and I've never heard of Bozo TV as an artist, I knew he was riding this dude, his jock. Now, maybe Bozo TV know what I know, what this young lady just shared with me, because think about it. Why would a guy that's so articulate and seems to be a sharp guy, he said he's former military, he's articulate when he talks, radio dude, why would he rock with a dude that's inconsistent if that dude knew something about him that that only those two knew, that he let them know that he know what's up with him, then yeah, that's like having you buy the balls, for the lack of better words, right? Then you can get him to do what you want him to do. So I can see how their alliance happened. Because yesterday, if you remember on my live, I was trying to make sense of their relationship. Like, this is weird. But now I get it. Maybe I give Bozo TV a little credit. He does his research. So maybe Bozo TV went and did some research and found out about Quiet Storm in his past. And so he had him like this, make him do what he need him to do. You understand what I'm saying? Or I'm going to expose you. Now, I didn't ask this young lady to come in my inbox and share this information with me. She seems like a very nice young lady. She shared this with me. This internet, y'all be careful on this internet, man. This internet can turn around and turn against you at the same time. I'm going to say this to you, Bozo TV. That same thing goes for you. People can make up lies about any of us. Any of us. That's the scary part about it. People can make up lies. This is why I choose not to go deep into what this person has said. I'm going to talk to her on the phone. But when you guys look it up and pull up the information, I'm going to look it up too. And even when I look it up, I'm probably not going to share this information because I'm not an investigator, you guys. I'm not a police. I'm not a detective. It's not my job to share certain information. It's you guys' job to go look it up. That's why I gave you the information. It's my job to figure out why people mess with me for no reason. It's my job to figure out why people lie about me for no reason. That's okay. That's my job. But when it comes to talking on other people, I'm a very just and fair person. I was raised that way. I don't like to talk about people because I'm a Buddhist and I understand the karma, and saying negative about somebody, I don't want that to come back on me. So I start with fairness, which is why I'm not mentioning in detail the other stuff that would shock you guys that she said to me. So the only thing I shared is the fact that she said that his son was a prosecutor. She says he has no son that was a prosecutor. And she said a year ago he was in prison. And she told me to be careful with dealing with him because he will bring anyone that's dealing with him down. Because of what she shared with me, she said, you do not want to be connected to him. Like I said, once again, I don't have a problem with this brother. This brother seemed like a solid brother. And, you know, it's shocking to me to hear the information, but who am I? I'm not God. I don't judge people. I don't judge people. Now, even the ones that talk bad about me, I don't judge them. I understand that there's a reason for everything. And, you know, and in Buddhism, this is what we believe. Okay. So in Buddhism, we believe when bad things happen to you, that's karma from the last life. So even when people talk bad about me, I accept it because I feel, and it bothers me, but I feel like whatever karma that I did in the last life, it carried over to this. So it's something that I need to correct that's causing these people to maybe lie. And in this lifetime, I can correct that. So I work on correcting that. So I try not to judge people. I try not to accuse people of anything that I don't have factual information about, which is the way it should be. Once again, I will tell you guys to go look up what she told me to look up. She told me to go to this site. She said, go to state.hi.us. And she said, look up the name Tony Burroughs, Burroughs. She said, look him up. That's what she said to me. And she said, you can share this with your audience. She said, do not trust him or he will bring you down and everybody else that's dealing with him. I'm only telling you what I'm reading, okay? Once again, she gave me her number to call her, and I'll call her when I get off this live and I'll talk to her. I just had to share that because I think he's making a crazy mistake by connecting with Bozo TV. And I noticed they're running around to everybody's channel. This stuff is kind of crazy, man. They're running around to other people's channel. Now I understand why, because he said to me that he had his own channel, and I don't understand why. Now it makes sense to me why he wasn't promoting his own channel. He wanted to interview me. I initially said yes, but I think he just wanted the information I had about Angie, and I'm glad I didn't do it. He doesn't post on his own channel, but this is why you guys probably see him jumping around at everybody else's channel. Surely a guy like him who is a very qualified and solid guy, and he says former military. Why would he not post it on his own channel? Why would he not go on his channel and have these conversations about Stone and Angie Stone and 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 Jaguar Wright and Sharon and all, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Well, now I understand why. Because he can't. Because if he goes on his channel, it's too easy for the attention to be on him. And that information that young lady shared with me would have probably came out a long time ago. So I want you guys to go look up what I just shared with you, because it's shocking to me. And I just, man, he seemed like a really cool brother too, man. But man, my discernment is on point. Understand this for everybody watching. None of you guys in this comment section are perfect. None of us as humans, as long as we're humans, imperfections will shine. I want you to understand that. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. It's just that some of us do some super fucked up shit, right? But none of us are perfect. We all fall short of the glory of, you already know. You understand what I'm saying? So be careful when we judge people. That's why I gave you the information to go look it up. So it's not Stone saying it. This young lady shared the information. She gave me the name. Go look it up. Figure it out for yourself. I'm not on here to bash, but I surely am on here to protect myself from any spiritual energy that's not right. And the way he came over and talked to me, I really thought he could be a cool friend, because he really came in a very neutral way. But when I saw on Auntie Mickey's channel that he was alliance with Bozo TV, I said, man, I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff I can't get down with fake people. I only know the real. I'd rather a person say to my face, look, Ninja, I don't like you. And I respect that, because that person could say that to my face. But when people smile in your face and they act cool, like they're your friend, and then all of a sudden, those same people talking behind your back, I have issues with that. It's like a racist person. I got respect when a racist person can say, I don't like ninjas. You got to respect that, because they straight up, they dealt with you straight ahead on. You understand what I'm saying? So I wish this brother had never allianced himself with Bozo TV. This information probably would have never came out. But because he aligns himself with Bozo TV, and everybody's talking about this person, and this person talking about Stone, and Stone is trying to balance it out, like, why is everybody talking about me? So I had to talk about it. But if that person had not put themselves in the mix, then guess what? This information, I'm pretty sure, probably wouldn't have came out right now, because the person had already went to prison, this young lady say for it. It's not my business, but it is my business to protect myself from people that could cause me spiritual harm. And she asked me to please share this. I'm just saying, you guys, I'm just saying, we can get the same information out without yelling. I don't want to be on my channel yelling, but today was shocking to me. So I said, let me get on this live and talk about this, because now it makes sense, the connection with Bozo TV and Quiet Storm. It makes sense now. I think Bozo TV has the upper hand on Quiet Storm. This is my personal opinion. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me understanding why Bozo TV and Quiet Storm are in cahoots, because he was really promoting Bozo TV. He was on Mickey's channel, Auntie Mickey, saying, oh, and people don't understand, man. And he an artist too. Yes, he is. And I said, well, dang, I ain't never heard Bozo TV's records. I've never heard a Bozo record. I mean, back in the 80s, I did. Y'all remember Bozo TV, Chicago, the Bozo show? I mean, I heard that, but I ain't never heard no Bozo records, right? So as he's promoting him, I'm like, this dude ain't in the music industry. Now, being in Texas, I'm sure he's been around cats that got records out, I'm sure. But him personally as an artist, and he had Auntie Mickey confused. She's like, really? I had no idea. Auntie Mickey was thinking in her head, this is bullshit. I could see it in her eye. She had me cracking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it confused her, but she said, I had no idea. But y'all was running cap on Auntie Mickey. The dude he's not in the music industry. But of course, he probably told Quiet Storm, go on the channel, tell him I'm in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? We could take over Auntie Mickey's channel too. We're going to take everybody's channel over. Quiet Storm was working too hard for Bozo. He was working too hard for him. He was promoting this dude like they was dating. Like I was like, this is crazy. With no other reason why he's going so hard. But on the phone with Stone, when I'm saying I don't mess with Bozo TV. Oh, I understand. I don't like that, man. I don't like that fake stuff. Don't come to me with that. Of course, I don't know when she said that. Um, Maggie. Um, Maggie, thank you for the $2 donation. I don't know when she said that, Maggie. I'm not really paying attention. I'm being very positive about Jag because I know she needs love. So I'm not gonna get on this live and speak anything negative about Jag. Y'all already know Jag needs love, and I want y'all to love on Jag and pray for her. I don't know if Jag said that. And if she did, she said it before we talked, and that's okay. It's okay. We just need to love people, man. You feel what I'm saying? So it's okay if she said it. She has to look in the mirror and reflect on herself. We deal with the same people. So she has to pick up the phone and call the same people we deal with. So I'm going to continue to love on her because that's all she needs. You don't fight fire with fire. You know what I'm saying? Water supersedes fire. We all know that, right? So, and that's how we're gonna handle that. If she did say that, we all know that's not true. I've showed you guys enough evidence that I didn't steal from Angie. I didn't take no records from Angie. I didn't take no publishing, no royalties. We all know that that's all made up. So we need to change the narrative. Even when you hear people saying that about me, there's enough that I put out there to show you that it's a lie. It's a lie. You guys know that by now. You understand what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I'm kind of shocked, but I did think that it was crazy that my man was riding so hard for Bozo TV. He was riding hard for Bozo TV, and I was trying to really figure this out. Like, this ain't making no sense, man. Well, once again, for those that are just logging in, let me say this to you. I got a message. Oh, 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 oh my God. She just actually, I don't even, oh my God. Y'all, listen, man. Damn. Uh, Let me look at this, y'all. She just sent me a picture, you guys. I don't know does anybody know what Quiet Storm looks like? Because I don't, I've never seen him. But what if Quiet Storm was more connected with, I don't know. Let me stop throwing my theories out there. It's just kind of weird. This is what she just sent me. She sent me this. Can y'all see that? That's what she just sent me, you guys. Now, I got a brother in prison. My brothers was gangsters, all of them. Straight terror in their younger years. I grew up with my older brothers making me do stupid stuff like giving me sawed-off shotguns. I would never share this story, but I got to share it with you because my older brothers they were about that business when we were younger. So I don't profess to be a gangster, but I've dealt with all those guys and they respect me because they understand I come from love. But showing my imperfections, my brothers had me doing crazy stuff when I was young. They would give me sawed-off shotguns. They would make me pow pow in a certain direction. I didn't even know what I was doing. I'm just sharing with you the stuff that my older brothers used to have me doing when I was young. Okay? Because I guess they were my older brothers and they felt like they were teaching me about life to prepare me for the future. Why do I say this? We all have imperfections. Some just go overboard with the dark side. This is why I didn't want my life to be nothing like anybody I saw that was negative. Growing up, seeing people get, unlifed and pass away. I didn't want to be a part of the negative thing. But even being in the music industry, I got around nothing but real live gangsters. But you know what's so amazing about it? They never judged me. They never talked about my hair. They never talked about my glasses. These are real. I'm talking about the real live gangsters now. The cats didn't put in the real work, historical. All these guys I'm talking about are historical cats in the street game and the music game. They never judged me. They always respected me. They understood Stone comes from a place where this cat is all about his music. They never pushed me. They never bullied me. Nothing. They always showed me love. And to this day, I have those same relationships with nothing but solid guys that will peel your head back. So I understood that my brothers were trying to prepare me for that in the future. But I was smart enough not to allow myself to get too wrapped up in that world, because it could have taken me, because I love my older brothers. If I wanted to be more like them, I could have went that direction, but I didn't. Band, school band, performance, band, acting, choir, theater. I kept my head in that. Martial arts. These are all the things I did growing up all the way up to now. And still, because of my brothers, I knew how to deal with the real G's too. But the real G's respected me because I wasn't out here fronting like I'm tough. I wasn't fronting like I was a gangster. And they all to this day respect me. And if they all stood in the room with you, they would look at you and tell you about Stone, because they respect me. So why am I saying this? None of us are perfect. But what this young lady shared with me helps me understand why this dude was moving with Bozo TV. There's something about Bozo TV that he feels connected to. And it could be the fact that Bozo TV knows that information that I just shared. Once again, go look it up for yourself. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. It's here's the site. The site is state.hi.us. And she said the real name of Quiet Storm is Tony Burrows. TonyBurroughs. I'm making this up. You can't make this internet shit up. This stuff is crazy. People can lie on you. But when you got people saying go to sites, anybody can make up a lie. We can make up a lie about anybody. We can say they did this, they did that. When you start having people give you sites and say, go look it up, it becomes a whole nother situation. Can't lie about paperwork. And that's not Bozo TV, by the way. You can't lie about that. So once again, I'm shocked. I had to get on here for a little bit. Oh, man, this is crazy, man. This internet, man, this internet is unforgiving, brutal. It doesn't love you. It doesn't love any of us. And y'all remember that, man. For those of you who want to be famous on the internet and blow your channel up, man, it's brutal. I never imagined the stuff I was going to go through with this internet. I make music. All I care about is putting records out and changing people's lives through music and melody. All this extra stuff that I don't know. Maybe Angie wanted to put the attention on me to get people to pay attention to her. I don't know. I've thought about many scenarios. I've prayed about many scenarios as to why I am now part of this internet ether crazy stuff. But I will continue to use it in the right way. And that is to keep Angie's legacy alive and talk about her and never, ever let her name ever dissipate. Never, ever let her name go out of my mouth. I will always speak about her when I'm on stage, before I get on stage, when I come off the stage, when I make music. I will make my music. And my new album is dedicated to Angie that's coming out, Generation X. And Meech's album, he's dedicating to the memory of Angie Stone. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're all about the legends in the game and keeping those legacies alive. She touched a lot of people through her music. Look at everything that's going on. This internet thing wouldn't even be happening if it weren't for Angie. Her spirit is still working in the divine spiritual element. Like Sharon said, she's more powerful now in the spiritual than she was in the physical. And she's working, and justice will happen. We all know that. I just had to get on today and share with you what was shared with me. I'm still low key in shock. I'm still kind of what I saw. Once again, for those of you that are just tuning in, I just had this thing about being careful with Quiet Storm, only because he was alliancing with Bozo TV too much. He was talking about him. He was going in too hard. He was riding his dick, excuse my language, but he was riding him too tough. And then I said, something is not making sense. Why he's promoting Bozo TV. Bozo TV. The information this young lady just shared with me in my inbox, I don't know. You might want to kind of Be careful with the people that you bring in your circle to help you. Uh, well, maybe you know. Once again, maybe you know. That's why you're able to get Bozo to go out there on the limb for you, because you research information. You say your channel's Paperwork TV. Maybe you already know about his history. That's why you made him work for you. I mean, it makes sense. But damn, if you knew that, why would you still have him doing stuff for you? Which makes it kind of weird to me too, still at the same time. Maybe Jag knows about this too. Maybe she already knows, and maybe that's what you guys are worried about. Her telling that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I can't be the only person this young lady sent that information to. Keep Divine. What's up? What's up? Keep Divine. What's up, you guys? Everybody that's on the live. I apologize, you guys. I didn't say hello to everybody. Let me say hello to everybody that's on the live real quick. Give me 1 second. I want to acknowledge you guys because I appreciate you taking your time before we get started here in the studio. So let me acknowledge everyone on my live. See if I can do it name by name. Let's go down. Even the clones that are hanging out on my channel watching, cloning up, trying to clone up information to run back to Bozo. Tell them, I think I let Bozo through. I blocked him, but I think I let him through. Okay, so here we go. So let me acknowledge everybody on here. Dame, what's up, Dame? Thank you for stopping in, Dame. I appreciate you. Shantae Mason, thank you so much for stopping in, Shantae. Benjamin, brother Benjamin. Hey, Benjamin, you was going in. Hold on. Let me say something about the Benjamin person. This the nigga right here that was talking crazy, talking about I took Angie's publishing. That nigga. He was that dude was talking crazy. And I'm gonna say to you, Benjamin, you're one. What I said a minute ago, I'm gonna say to you, and that is, stop assuming unless you have the information. You understand what I'm saying? Because you was one of them cats in my comment section saying negative stuff about me. Stone Paxton took Angie's give her publishing back. I remember you, nigga. I remember you. So don't do that, bro. Like, really find out the information before you just go in on people. So I'm gonna call it like it is. Anybody in my comments that came in my comments with bullshit, I'm gonna call your name out. Brother Anthony, thank you, family. I don't know. You got to ask Bozo TV, aka Paperwork. You have to ask them about that because they're the ones that swear they know every goddamn thing. Queen TV, thank you, family. Faye Crossling, thank you, Faye. I appreciate you. Luscious L, thank you, Luscious. Thank you for your comment too. I'm gonna read it again. Somebody, Quiet Storm FM. That is correct. I don't know if that's Quiet Storm or Quiet Storm, but I don't know what you mean. That is correct. Quiet Storm, you can comment again. I'm not quite sure, but if what I just shared, I don't know if you're saying that's correct what I shared. I don't know. But Auntie Mickey. No, Auntie Mickey, I'm not bringing him up. The person that inboxed me, Auntie Mickey, that information, go look it up. I respect you, Auntie Mickey, but that nigga ain't coming up on my show. He ain't, because he played a fake game with me with the Bozo TV. So I don't respect that. He alliance with that dude, and that dude was full of shit. You can't rock with me when you're full of shit and then you want to rebuttal and come back. No, Auntie Mickey, you're not doing that dude a favor by asking me to bring him on. I respect you, period. But I don't respect people that are dealing with bullshit people. So I will not bring him up at all on my channel. Let me see. Benjamin Padilla, watch what you say. I'm gonna say that again. Learn what you're talking about, family, before you just accuse me of stuff. You understand? The internet is there. It's like a library. Don't be a dumb nigga. I don't know if you're black. Excuse my language. Don't be a dumb ninja. I don't know if you're black. I don't know what you are, but don't be a dumb one. The internet has information. Anything you need to know. It's like a library. Ninja, go study. You feel what I'm saying? Stop being an idiot. Dee. Thank you, Dee. Kappa Divine. I'm reading the chat. Peel your head back. I haven't heard. Yeah. Collective Tribe. That was my older brothers, you know, and that's all the OGs I deal with. Yeah, they the real deal. These cats don't play. I deal with nothing but the real deal cats. That's why I don't have to front and act like I'm all tough. I deal with the real tough guys. I don't have to be tough. I only have to be tough when it's time for me to protect myself. You understand what I'm saying? Queen TV, thank you for tuning in again. Let me see who else. US Wisdom, thank you, family, for stopping in. Let's see who else. Introverted Excel, sir. If I said that right, thank you for tuning in, Benjamin Padilla. Benjamin, keep running your mouth, and I'm gonna take you off my channel, nigga, ninja. Matter of fact, any of my moderators, and I'm gonna give you one more chance. Stop asking me to bring people on my channel. Stop that shit. Kappa Divine, I read it. Let me keep moving because I keep reading the same stuff. Let me see. Style and Grace, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see. We already did Luscious. I don't care if he reading the chat. I don't give a damn. This person, I'm trying not to say too much. So, Quiet Storm, if I was you, I'd just leave it alone, bro. Like, I'm trying not to say what this young lady told me to say. So leave it alone, bro. Like, straight up, just leave it alone. Stop it, man. Or I'll bring her in. You want me to bring her in on the live? Because I can do that. I can bring her actually in on the live. And do you want me to do that? I'm trying not to even go that deep with it, bro. So stop it. And stop having your cronies tell me what to do. Hold up. Lisa, thank you. Did I say that? Let me see. Thay Jones. Hey, how you doing, Thay? What's happening? Let me go down, further down. Shantae, this young lady hit me and she told me to go to, well, why would they want to get on this man's channel like QS? Yeah, don't have a channel of his own. Right. Kill me with that. Just yes. Shantae, listen, that's I didn't understand why. Why don't you just promote from your own channel, right? Why don't you just promote from your own channel? But what this young lady shared with me, which once again is not kind of quite my business. It's only my business because I was told that Quiet Storm was trying to get me and Bozo TV to talk on the phone. That wasn't going to happen. I made it clear to Quiet Storm that I'm not talking to Bozo TV. My exact words were, I don't fuck with old boy. So once again, this it's just crazy to me why people kept pushing the issue for me to talk to a guy who said what he said about, I shoots, I'll shoot you. I mean, these were the words that he said. You know what I'm saying? I'll get out in 12 hours. I did it before. And you got to remember when the person said this, I didn't even know him. So he had created this scenario. Like, if you come towards me and you swing something, I'll shoot. I'm like, who is he talking to? That's some mental stuff. So I'm supposed to be happy about a guy who threatened to unlife me. I'm supposed to be everybody that keeps coming at me talking about Stone. Please talk to him, Stone. He didn't mean that. Then now he's saying he does comedy on his channel to cover up the fact of what he said when I didn't have 10 different people record his whole show and save it. So I've watched it in detail. But now it's comedy. Now my channel, y'all know I'm always on my channel doing comedy. Nigga, please. Don't try to make sense of stupidity and threatening a person as comedy. I don't see comedians, some of the best comedians ain't on stage doing that because that comedic timing wouldn't even work. I'm just saying. Now, to go back to the Quiet Storm thing, the connection makes sense to me. And if it don't, make it make sense to me, you guys. Quiet Storm, You don't owe me no explanation. All I'm saying, though, is make it make sense why you riding hard for a nigga that you're going to try to say was in the music industry. Really? You believe what you say? Why? And I sat on the phone and I trusted a conversation with you as a solid brother to brother, and you riding for this bozo. You don't have no love for me. He has no love for me. None of y'all have love for each other. It's all about what you're going to make on this internet. That's the bottom line. And I truly believe that. All it matters is how much money you're going to make on the internet. That's all you're interested in. It's not about Angie Stone. It's not even about Stone Paxton. It's how can we troll Stone Paxton to make money now, like every channel has done. They taking my videos and talking about me. I don't know. You guys have been doing this way. I mean, I've been on the internet since 2005. I reappeared 2008, but my channel is about music and the endorsements I have from companies and making music. So all this drama stuff, this is new to me. I don't know anything about it because I don't even like drama in my life. When people are dramatic and over the top, I get rid of them out of my life. Men, women, friends, family, cousins, it don't matter. Dogs, cats, birds, all included. You feel me? But then here's everybody in, they done got Auntie Mickey off her balance. This is a solid lady who came with her truth to her channel, and they go over there and try to exploit her channel by getting her involved in their bullshit. Leave her alone, man. Let her continue to do what she's been doing. And stop trying to throw her off her axis with y'all, include y'all in her darkness. I mean, you guys include her in your darkness because that's all it is. It appears to be light, but there's so much darkness behind how they operate. And you want to go over to her channel, which is light, and try to bring it to darkness. Leave her alone, man. Leave her out of this. Stop getting her to speak for you because y'all give her donations of $50, $100. You know, we're going to influence her channel. You trying to run the pimp game on YouTube channels. That's really what it is. Like you kind of low-key YouTube pimping. Stop it, man. Quiet Storm. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. The young lady messaged me this morning with the information. I'm not here to judge. I'm only here to judge why you work so hard to get me and this dude to talk when I share with you why I don't mess with him. All I'm saying is you can reach out to me and talk to me if you want. We're not going to talk on here because the information the young lady shared with me, I'm not going to say was disturbing because it's not my business. But I think you need to be careful with how you deal with Bozo TV, and you might want to take a kind of a back seat on this at this point because that information she shared with me was heavyweight, my brother. And we don't, as black men, we don't need to be out here with people saying bad things about us, whether it's true or not. That's situations between you and that person. And it just happens that you came over to my situation and you tried to get me to make peace with a bozo. And I didn't agree with it. And you continue to talk to people about it, but never share that with me. Because you never once said to me, Stone, I want to get you and Bozo on the phone. But other people told me that's what you were trying to do. So here we are. This is what the internet does. It serves you up a whole bunch of extra bull crap you don't need. And here we are, you guys. Here we are on this day when it should be justice for Angie Stone is what I started with on the day she passed away. And y'all niggas have taken it and turned it into a bozo show, which is why I call it Bozo TV. Y'all don't love Angie. Y'all don't love nobody but that YouTube money. YouTube is your God. YouTube is your sanctuary. It is everything for you. That's why you do what you do. And that's the real truth. Y'all don't care about nobody and you never will. Let's call it for what it is. Let's call it for what it is. Listen, I don't know, y'all. I just had to stop in and do this, you guys. I respect all those that have come in to my channel. If you didn't hear what I said, I suggest to go back in the beginning and watch and listen to what I say. If you missed it, then you need to log on. Make sure you log on my live when I go on. because I'm not going to keep repeating it. So I suggest when I stop this, rewind it and go listen and pull up that information, and you be the judge for yourself. I'm not here to force a person to believe me, because it's allegedly to me. I don't know it, but she just sent a picture, so it's no longer alleged. It's no longer alleged. She sent me a picture. All right, so go research for you guys self. Once again, also stay off my channel with the bullshit. All you, the church woman that came on my channel yesterday and said, God gonna get all y'all. Y'all ain't gonna. The prophet. Let me say something to you, prophet, because you haven't commented back to what I said. Black folks self-anoint themselves as prophets. I'm tired and sick of it. Who named you prophet? Did you go to biblical school? My mother was an evangelist. I grew up in church. I'm tired of y'all fake prophets. If you were a real prophet, then the divine would have told you that Stone is not lying from the time he got on YouTube. So guess what? I hate to tell you, you probably need to go back to prophet school, because it's not working. Because the real is not working for you. You're totally wrong. You literally come into my comment section saying, give Angie back her publishing. Y'all stole from her. Y'all all gonna deal with it. No, maybe they will, but not me. All my moves with Angie, with Stoney, were solid. And I am proud to be able to say that with a smile. Yeah. But you as a prophet, how do you feel when you wake up in the morning and know that everything you think is totally wrong? Because surely being a prophet is a spiritual connection. It's literally a download from up above direct to you. So your profitability is totally off, Miss Prophet. Go work on it. Go work on your spiritual. Do some more praying. Stop drinking. I'm just saying. I promise you, you ain't living by that Bible 100%. So stay off my channel trying to judge me, niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Be a real prophet. Get with the real prophets, not the fake ones. Once again, if you're going to come to my channel with peace, I'm okay with it. If you're coming to my channel with bullshit, stay off of it, or you'll be blocking. It doesn't matter to me. I won't see any of your comments. I do have moderators here, and they can go right in and clink, clink, and clink, clink, and clink, clink, and just block you. And then you can just sit around and wonder what Stone's going to talk about. If you respect me, come to my channel with respect and love, and understand that's where I'm coming from. I'm out. Have a good day.